we give you the one person who could play Viktor Vaughn Doom.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
That's the smell of desperation. Marvel, your pH balance is out of whack, my girl. I bet you when the MCU turns on its heated seats, the car smells like an abandoned fish fillet sandwich. It's funny too, because right off the heels of Deadpool 3 calling out the MCU for its creative bankruptcy, Marvel said, "Nuh-uh, watch this," and then filed for Chapter 11 in the most creative way possible. We're giving you what you want. Woo! Woo! Robert Downey Jr. is returning to the MCU. Crowd goes bananas. Yeah! He's playing Dr. Doom. Wait, what the fuck? How's that gonna fucking work? In the MCU, Downey Jr. is the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude. The audience are the dudes that don't know what dude he is. DC saw this shit and is about to drop a Henry Cavill's back as Lex Luthor. To be fair, Robert Downey Jr. is one of the best actors working today. His role as Dr. Dolittle is one of the greatest of all time. I can't be the only one who believes he really can talk to animals, right? Well, with the bug eating shit, you know he's at least talking to the lizard people.
This is a powder derived from the mealworm, and it's a insect protein just been approved by the EU for human consumption.
Shut the fuck up, bug brain. Very few actors can turn in a role so well, the character is automatically remembered as that actor. 5 years after Avengers Endgame, it is still impossible to imagine anyone playing Tony Stark other than Robert Downey Jr. Now audiences somehow are going to have to imagine Robert Downey Jr. is playing a tortured genius robot man who is not Iron Man. Good luck with that.
Not a great plan.
Marvel, you people messed up so much with this movie. You could have given us Tropic Thunder 2 on a silver platter. The opportunity for Robert Downey Jr. to go all in and beat Black Panther was right there, you no balls having poor excuse for a movie studio.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
Now listen, I don't know much about Dr. Doom. I won't even begin to try and fake it. Let's just put it this way. I know more about Viktor Vaughn Doom through MF Doom than I do the comics. But what I do know is this. All fans really wanted was a good, accurate depiction of Dr. Doom for years. And it's like Marvel is only half listening to their fans, only to wait for their turn to speak again. Yep, sure. Dr. Doom, got it. Hey, you like Robert Downey Jr., right? Now, some people are saying Dr. Doolittle here is some kind of Stark variant from the comic books. Well, allow me to say that nobody gives a shit, especially the typical movie-going audience. Most people are confused that Robert Downey Jr. is back, but not as Iron Man. Others are saying, well, that's fucking stupid, before going back to their everyday lives.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Robert Downey Jr. said, fuck it, I'm going to do both. The Russo brothers are back too. People double don't give a shit about that. First of all, hate to suck pill you, but Avengers Endgame was shit. By far the weakest Avengers movie. Second, the Russo brothers' track record of success stinks. Remember that $300 million show Citadel? Trust me, they'd like to forget that shit too. This is just like the guy who peaked in high school, so he came back as a teacher just to live it all up once again. Yeah, I totally remember finger blasting Pepper Potts under the bleachers over there. Anyways, enjoy detention. They think you're dumb. Somehow, Robert Downey Jr. returned. Bullshit. Somehow a big pile of cash dropped on his lap. That's what really fucking happened. It's reported that he's made anywhere between $500 to $600 million from Marvel. And now he will get perks that include private jet travel, dedicated security, and a trailer encampment. This dude is really turning into Tony Stark. Honestly, listen up. This is the death rattle, the last nail in the coffin of the MCU. It has been hacking up a lung since Endgame, and it turns out the diagnosis is terminal. To bring back Robert Downey Jr. as a different character is the equivalent of writing the MCU's last will and testament. And make no mistake, in 2026, Avengers Poon Spray is going to make money regardless of what I or countless others have to say leading up to it. What does count is what happens afterwards when the dust settles after its release. And it's going to be a crash and burn kind of landing for Marvel. They will blame the fans for the inevitable failure of Marvel, the very same people who made it great in the first place. A thing they've done before. You've all seen it. It's in their go-to playbook. The creative hacks will move on to video game adaptations until they bleed those IPs dry. Others will try to find different built-in audiences somewhere else and ruin them. But in reality, it's their fault for the MCU's demise. The only question at this point is, who gets all of Stark's Audis? The MCU is dead, but it just doesn't know it yet. They're going to tie this into their failed and miserable multiverse plotline. Out of several actors out there that could have played Doctor Doom like Cillian Murphy or Mads Mikkelsen, they went with their centerpiece actor that made them a household name. So desperate for a comeback, but they don't want to put in the work. It's sad to see that a studio that could only churn out hits now only squirts out shits. In the immortal words of the recent Deadpool movie, Disney's going to have Robert Downey Jr. do this shit until he's 90. If you enjoyed this video, you go ahead and smash that like button. While you're done doing that, hit the subscribe button. And then, after that, share this with your friends, family, people you hate. Maybe you don't like my content and just want to waste somebody's time. Do it, share it. Thank you. It is much appreciated. I'm out of here.